Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to a simple Sunday morning of getting things done. We're doing a little cooking, we're doing a little cleaning, we're doing a little bit of a reset before we get back into that week ahead. If you're new here, my name is Kristen, and I love sharing videos on all things homemaking, and I would love it if you hit the subscribe button. If you are returning, welcome back. Let's jump into today's video. All right, so the first thing I'm doing on this morning is quickly making my bed, and I'm going to fold some laundry that I had sitting here from the night before that I just didn't get to, and then I'm just going to tidy up in my bedroom. I don't know about you guys, but lately I have just been in like catching up mode. And what I mean by that is I just feel like I'm so behind on things all of the time. I'm behind on laundry when I'm normally never behind on laundry. I've been behind on some deep cleaning projects, and I have totally fallen out of working out. So you'll see in today's video, I'm going to clean up my little gym area in my garage. The last time I cleaned it was probably in a video that I made months ago. And so when the garage is clean, I will work out in there. I will use the gym equipment. When it starts to get messy and it starts to get dusty, I just get this mental block of like, I don't want to go out there, and then I just skip working out. So anyway, today is just one of those days where I'm doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, catching up on some of the things that I need to get done so that I can get my life in order. So hopefully I can give you guys some motivation to do whatever it is you need to do today, help you to do that reset as well. Guys, I love starting the day with a fresh bedroom, bed made, floors vacuumed. Then I like to head outside, check on everything in my backyard. I'm going to go out there and check on my little garden bed here and get everything watered and get a little bit of sunshine before the rain hits today.
The same as when we left, clean cut underneath, light muslin and canvas till someone's coming back, crunch under my feet. You never really said it all till you said it all. Testing, testing now, where do we go from here? Never really said it all, did we say it all? Got time if not, but I need to know, where do we go from?
All right, so the next thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to meal prep a very easy lunch for myself for the next 5 days. I've been craving having a slaw salad with hard-boiled eggs. So that's exactly what I'm going to do today. I wanted something that was going to, be tasty, something that I was really going to want to eat, something kind of summery and, just something different from what I would normally eat. So anyway, I thought I would just whip up some slaw to start, and I'm going to roughly chop up some red pepper, carrot, onion, purple cabbage, and regular green cabbage. Then for the dressing, I'm just going to finely chop up a few cloves of garlic because I love garlic in everything. Add it into a bowl, and then I'm putting in a heaping tablespoon of mayonnaise, about 6 ounces of sour cream, a 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar, and then I added some salt, and that's it. It's pretty easy and it came out really good. I'm sure your typical, slaw recipe calls for a lot more mayonnaise. I know it calls for adding sugar, but I don't know. This was my version of a slaw salad. I tried to make it like a little bit on the healthier side. I like to use a lot of vinegar, so it feels a little more like a salad and not so much mayonnaise and not so heavy.
closer, dance for me. Easy, tiger, easy, let your hair down. Come closer, let me see all your million faces and all your million mistakes. You don't need to hide. Come closer so that we can be together. Everything that has been don't matter no more. We've burned it. All those whirlwinds can't touch us no more. We've earned it. We've earned it. Your eyelids and perfect lips got me rushing, panting. I'm so lit, like lilies you open. The fragrance goes to my head, my darling. I get everything that has been don't matter no more. We've burned it. All those whirlwinds can't touch us no more. We've earned it. We've earned it. We've been mostly off track and under attack, so we've earned it. Yeah, we've stayed loyal to each other. Now everything that has been don't matter no more. We've burned it. All those whirlwinds can't touch us no more. We've earned it.
Next, I'm going to be doing a little bit of cleaning. It wouldn't be my life if there wasn't some cleaning up involved. So I'm going to clean up the dining room. My kids spilled some yogurt here and they were also working on some crafts, so the table needs to be cleaned up. Then I'm going to go outside and see if I can find a rose or two to put inside. I had so many roses a couple of weeks ago and now I had like 2 roses on the entire bush, but my goal is to plant more of these kind of rose bushes around the property. I would love to have a huge bouquet of roses someday, but anyway, I'm going to need to get all of the dishes done and put all of the dirty dishes in the dishwasher, countertops wiped down, and then I'm going to run the vacuum, switch the laundry, and then I'm going to sit down and do some planning in my Erin Condren planner. I know there are 2 times of year when it's a good time to buy a planner, obviously right before the new year in January, but also right now before August. I know a lot of planners start in August and they'll take you through, August through the end of the year and then the entire next year. This time of year is really good to kind of reestablish a lot of your planning goals that you had maybe in January, maybe some things that you fell off on, your goals and plans for the year. We've got another 6 months of 2025. So now is the time to reestablish those goals, create new goals, a new 6-month plan. I will probably do a full-on plan with me video for August because, that's back to school time. It would be more like a rigid schedule for homeschooling and be getting back, out of summer mode and into the grind. But today I'm just going to be writing out my plan that I have for the next day. So I love that the Erin Condren Life Planner has time blocks for each day. And what I like to do is go through and loosely plan out my next day and kind of write out the blueprint for my day. I will write out the schedule that I want to stick to, write out the basics of my day. And, the next day I can go in and add more details, more specifics of what I want to do, or maybe the exact meals I'm going to make, or a more detailed to-do list. And guys, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I homeschool my kids, but I always think to myself that people with high-powered jobs probably need this planner more than I do. People that have a lot of meetings or a lot more going on. But you know what? I really don't think that's true. I think even if you're a stay-at-home mom, don't say to yourself, I'm just a stay-at-home mom, because we are so busy. We have so much going on, and scheduling out your day will help you in so many ways. Be more organized throughout the day, be more present with your kids, have a plan so you're not reinventing the wheel every day. It will really help you in your home. So I encourage you, even if you're just like me, a stay-at-home mom, write out some time blocks, create a schedule for yourself during the day. When are you going to be doing your cleaning? When is nap time or quiet time? What activities do you need to get done with your kids? What time are you making meals? What's your to-do list for the day? What personal projects do you have for yourself? What are you doing for you? Just because you're home with the kids all day doesn't mean that it has to be this big chaotic day. Take the time, schedule out your day. It always helps me.
Gets cold, let's turn up the heat, yeah. With every beat we feel, the night could be surreal. Could be surreal. When the beat drops down low, let it pull you in real close. Are you down for it? Tell me, are you down for it, boy? And when the lights get low, let the shadows steal the show. Are you down for it? Tell me, are you down for it?
All right, guys, so the next thing I'm doing is heading into the garage so that I can get it cleaned up to ensure that I will come out here and work out this week. The first thing that we needed to do was replace our Peloton screen. Somehow it's been broken, so they actually sent us another one, and my husband is going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to get started on picking up and cleaning things around our little gym space here. That's here in our garage. I'm going to be wiping down my little gym shelf. It gets very dusty and it gets like bugs stuck to it. And there was a couple of yoga mats over there that were just very dusty. So I'm going to take them outside into the driveway and hose them off. I sprayed just a touch of all-purpose cleaner on them and then just spraying them off with water. And then I'm just going to let them dry, continue to clean up our little gym area here. Do you guys have a space in your home where you work out? Do you have like a little yoga space, or do you have like a little gym area? Do you have like a place where you just keep like some free weights? It's so hot here in Florida right now. And so I think that's another reason why it's been so hard to get out here in the garage and work out. If I'm going to do it, it has to be like very early in the morning or very late at night when it's not brutally hot in there. But I do keep a couple of little free weights under my dresser, my bedroom. So during the day when I'm with the kids, I'll head in there and do like a couple quick exercises here and there. But anyway, I should be cleaning this outdoor gym space every single Sunday because it's very surprising how dusty and messy it gets within the week.
Hey you, I know this is the right way. You move me in the right way, and I'll be running to you. Hey you, I think we're in the right place. Keep thinking of the things you said. Now my wishes turned out to be true. Oh, tonight, I've got your hand in mine, and I won't let you go this time. And I just wanna keep this night forever alive.
Okay, guys, so the last thing I want to share with you today is this recipe for the delicious blueberry cheesecake bars. So the first thing I'm going to do is add the crust ingredients into my Vitamix blender, or you can use a regular food processor. So I'm adding 1.5 cups of flour, a half a cup of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, and half a cup of cold butter, and just blending until it creates that nice crumbly crust. I usually like to make a graham cracker crust for any kind of cheesecake. This was the recipe that it called for the crust, and it was easy because you usually already have all of these ingredients on hand. So anyway, I'm just going to pour the crust ingredients into a springform pan. If you don't have a springform pan, you can use just a regular round cake pan or a regular 8-inch pan, square pan. It might be better to use a square pan if you want all of the bars to be squares, obviously. I didn't think about that when I was using my springform pan, but I kind of like the different size pieces when I cut them. But anyway, you're going to butter your pan first, and then you're going to pour the crust ingredients into the pan, and then you're just going to take your hands and form that crust in the bottom of the pan. All right, so next we're going to make the filling. In your mixer, you're going to blend together 8 ounces of room temperature cream cheese with a half a cup of sugar, and then you will slowly add in 1 egg and a 1/4 cup of sour cream. Blend it together nicely in the mixer, scrape down the sides so it's a nice smooth consistency. And when that is all nice and smooth, you're just going to pour it directly on top of your crust.
21 degrees and sunny. It's just the way I always wanted. 더바랄 또 없어. 지금 이대로면 좋아. 따스한 햇볕이 가득 담은 sand river. The bluebirds peacefully sing along. That I love you.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is assemble some berries on top. I'm using blackberries and blueberries, but the blackberries ended up being a little bit sour after they were baked. Well, some of them anyway. Probably I would just use blueberries next time. Just beware of the blackberries if you want to use them. But anyway, after you assemble some of the berries on top, you're going to create your crumble topping, which is going to be 3/4 cup of flour, half a cup of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. I actually added a little bit more. 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and half a cup of butter. Guys, I will put this entire recipe in the description box below, but you could use less sugar in the topping. I think I used a 1/4 cup ish because it's a lot. It's a very sweet dessert. It's a lot of sugar, but if you guys like sweet things, then stick with the exact recipe. So anyway, you're going to create your crumble topping. You're going to take your hands and mix it together with the butter until it becomes that nice crumbled crust-like topping. And you're going to add that directly on top of your little berry cheesecake here. And then we're going to bake it in the oven for 35 minutes at 350 degrees. And what I did is I didn't cut them until the next day. You'll see when I go to cut into the bars, they're nice and set. Usually with any kind of cheesecake, you really want to make it the day before so it has time to cool, and then you put it in the refrigerator overnight. Let it sit overnight so it can really set. And it'll be the perfect consistency the next day. If you can't wait and you really have to cut into it, at least give it like a couple of hours before you cut into it after it's finished baking so it doesn't just like ooze all over the place. Try to let it cool. Try to put it in that refrigerator before you cut into it. But anyway, guys, I'm going to cut into these bars and you're going to see how delicious they look. I hope you try out this recipe. And I hope today gave you some good cleaning motivation or Sunday reset motivation. Check out my channel for more homemaking videos. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. And I will see you next time.
see the light shining on the stage. This is what I imagine every day.